Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYS. Let's get to the news. All right, folks. This is one of those stories that could be a real game changer for the Cowboys. And honestly, it's got everyone talking around the league. The buzz is heating up about a potential blockbuster trade that might see Trent Williams, the legendary left tackle of the San Francisco 49ers, heading to Dallas. Now, I know what you're thinking, Williams. The guy's an all-time great, a cornerstone of the 49ers offensive line for years. But things are looking like they could get interesting, especially with the 49ers trying to rebuild their secondary and manage their cap space, and the Cowboys looking to strengthen their line for a playoff push in 2025. Let's break it down. The 49ers, currently sitting at 6-8, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. Their offensive line has been decent, but allowing 28 sacks this season, and they've got about $19 million in cap space. But more than that, they're eyeing a reset on their secondary, which is underperforming with a PFF grade of around 59.4. That's pretty low, and it's clear they're thinking of making some moves to get younger and faster back there. One of those moves could be trading away Trent Williams, who's still playing at an elite level, but at a hefty $30 million cap hit in 2026. The 49ers are considering swapping Williams for draft picks and an offensive tackle prospect, freeing up about $25 million in cap space that they could then redirect to extensions for other players like George Kittle or bolstering their secondary. Now, why would the Cowboys be interested? Well, Dallas's offensive line, while solid, could definitely benefit from an upgrade, especially on the blind side. Tyler Smith has been good with a PFF grade of 85.2, but adding a guy like Trent Williams would be a game changer. Imagine the stability, the veteran leadership, and the elite blocking skills he brings. It would give Dak Prescott more time in the pocket. On average, he's taking around 2.7 seconds to throw, and would open up more running lanes for Tony Pollard, who's currently projected to gain about 850 yards this season at 4.2 yards per carry. With Williams anchoring that line, we could see an 18% boost in our run efficiency, which is huge for our offensive identity. And let's not forget, the impact on the pass game would be just as significant. Protecting Prescott better means fewer sacks and less pressure, especially against top-tier pass rushers like Crosby from the Packers or the Eagles' formidable front. It's all about creating that perfect pocket for Lamb and the rest of our weapons. The numbers support this idea too. Adding Williams could mean an extra 200 yards on the ground, and it would help us reduce injuries on the offensive line, which has been a concern this year. We've seen how a dominant line can elevate a team. Look at what the Rams did with Andrew Whitworth in 2021, boosting EPA per run by 15%. That's exactly the kind of upgrade we're talking about. Now, the trade itself isn't just about boosting our offense. It's a strategic move that could impact our Super Bowl chances dramatically. The Cowboys are sitting at roughly plus 4.0 odds, but with Williams in the mix, many analysts believe those odds could shrink to around plus 2.0. That's a huge difference, and it signals that we're positioning ourselves as serious contenders. Protecting Prescott against the pass rush and increasing our run game efficiency will give us a much-needed edge in close games, especially in high-stakes playoff scenarios. Imagine a playoff run where our offensive line is a fortress, preventing key sacks and holding the line against elite pass rushers like Crosby or the Eagles' front. That's the kind of protection that turns good teams into champions. But it's not just about the immediate season. This trade could set up a dynasty in the making. Williams, with his 858 snaps in 13 games this season, has been playing at an elite level with a PFF grade of 91.8 and a run-block win rate of 85%. His career stats are equally impressive: 201 games played, 11 Pro Bowls, and a low 35 sacks allowed over his career, which is exceptional for a tackle of his caliber. Even with injuries like the ankle issue in Week 10, Williams has shown resilience. In Week 7, he faced Chris Bosa and didn't allow a single pressure, dominating the pass rusher. That kind of consistency is exactly what we need to protect Prescott and give our offense that extra dimension. Now, from the 49ers perspective, this move makes sense too. They're looking to free up cap space to extend Kittle, and trading away Williams could be a strategic reset. He's a $30 million cap hit in 2026, but moving him would free up about $25 million, which could be used to keep other key players or bring in fresh talent. Plus, with their secondary struggling and their cap situation tight, they might see this as a way to rebuild quickly and focus on their draft picks and younger players. Remember, the 49ers are no strangers to bold moves. They've been contenders for years, and this kind of shakeup could be part of their rebuild plan to stay competitive in the NFC West. For the Cowboys, this trade isn't just about adding a star. It's about creating a new identity, one built on a dominant offensive line that can control the game from the trenches. It's about protecting Prescott, extending drives, and reducing turnovers, ingredients that have historically led to deep playoff runs. When you look at the potential upgrade, it's easy to see how this could be the catalyst to push us over the top. Our secondary has faced injuries, and secondary grades aren't great right now, but with a stronger line and better pocket stability, our entire team can operate more smoothly. The added protection will give Lamb and Pollard more chances to shine, and with better pass protection, Prescott can play more confidently, especially in clutch moments. And speaking of the playoffs, the Super Bowl odds tell a compelling story. Right now, the Cowboys are considered underdogs at around +4-0, but with a move like acquiring Williams, those odds could tighten significantly, possibly to +2-0 or better. This isn't just speculation. It's a reflection of how much a player of Williams' caliber can impact a team's chances. His experience, leadership, and elite blocking skills would serve as a foundation for a more balanced and resilient team. Imagine the Cowboys facing top NFC teams like the Eagles or the Packers, with Williams protecting Prescott and opening running lanes. Those matchups would look very different. It's about making a bold statement, about going all in on our Super Bowl aspirations. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, and the NFL is a league of unpredictability. But this potential trade signals that the Cowboys are serious about contending now and building a team that can withstand the brutal playoff pressure. It's a move that could define the franchise's future, creating a legacy of dominance on the offensive line and on the field. The idea of Prescott leading a line anchored by Williams, with Lamb and Pollard providing explosive plays, is enough to get any Cowboys fan excited. It's about finally putting together a team that can stand toe-to-toe with the best and come out on top when it counts the most. In conclusion, this trade rumor might just be the start of something extraordinary for the Dallas Cowboys. It's about seizing the moment, making bold moves, and solidifying our position as a powerhouse in the NFC. With Williams protecting Prescott and opening up the run game, we're not just aiming for the playoffs, we're aiming for the Super Bowl. The stakes are high, the opportunities are real, and the Cowboys are clearly positioning themselves for greatness. So keep your eyes on this story. It's one that could redefine our season and our legacy in the NFL. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Trent Williams would be the perfect addition to our line? Are you excited about the impact he could have on our Super Bowl chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. Let's keep this conversation going and continue supporting our team through thick and thin. Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and with moves like this, the future looks bright for the Dallas Cowboys.